conference finals. Not conference finals, conference semifinals. We swept the first series. Of course, I was gonna sweep the first series. I mean, it don't matter what level I'm playing on, but I played on rookie. I'm trying to go on that difficult shots grind, but I found out for some one YouTuber to get that Hall of Fame difficult shots badge. It's like 600. I got like two. You would think you would. That's why 2K18 definitely needs a status bar for each badge. Because you would think I would be closer than that on difficult shots, but I'm like, I want to get back to broadcasting some of the playoff stuff, so I'm like, bump it. I'm putting it back on Superstar where I normally play, and I mean, what? I got the ankle breaker badge, and I got the mid range badge. So I did. I'm up to four Hall of Fame badges. So and my hot spots are better now, just because I played a rookie for like I don't know, 15 games probably. And they say if you don't have the difficult shot Hall of Fame badge, then you're probably not gonna get the grand badge. You're probably not close to getting the grand badge. So I don't even. The whole point was to. I mean, maybe after the playoffs, I'll start the season off and playing rookie again and try to grind out for that badge. But yeah, at least I got four of them so far. I just want to get back to broadcasting some of these playoff games and what you call it. I didn't think it was going to take that long. The goal was to just play throughout the end of the season. I had about 8, 9 games to knock out. I was like, let's just do this badge run right quick. It's not going to matter as far as that. I was going to win majority of the games at the end of the season anyways. So turn it to rookie and go for the badges, the Hall of Fame badges. But at least I got two out of because I only had teardropper and tireless score, and I knew I was gonna get tireless score. I didn't think I was gonna get teardropper, but I guess because I do lay up a lot, I probably should have teardropper. But yeah, I got those two first. Like that was a while ago though, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grind out for the rest of them. Oh, and ankle breaker. I forgot about ankle breaker. I got the ankle breaker badge. What? That's because on difficult shot, I literally to get difficult shot, I do a double move and shoot a mid range. Double move, shoot a mid range. Double move, shoot a mid range. So ankle breaker came out of nowhere, and mid range came out of nowhere because I was literally just trying for difficult shot because I thought I could get difficult shots, but I didn't realize you have to just shoot so many of them. One YouTuber said 100 to 200. I've looked it up and different. That's another thing. 2K don't even give you actual information about these things. You're not gonna have a status bar on the badges, but you don't give us information about the badges. I didn't even know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I didn't get my PlayStation 4 until November. This last November or whatever. So I hadn't even had a year yet. But 2K didn't even tell you badges wise how to get them, or I mean they told you how to get them. There's a list of them how to get them on there, but they didn't tell you about Hall of Fame and stuff like that. I found out for YouTubers because I watch a lot of them. Plus, YouTube just keeps suggesting you. Like if you looked at my YouTube account, I get literally suggested for either hip hop, video games, and then just straight up comedy stuff. So it's literally like videos of ADD, Complex. As far as 2K goes, Agent 000 or live, because I think Agent 000 has been doing a lot of live stuff, telling us about live. I'm actually interested in a live. Only way I can really legitimize me playing live though is if I have an Xbox One. And tomorrow I will have an Xbox One. So that's disrespectful. But it had to be done. But yeah, that's the only way I can legit, especially if it's not good and I paid my money for it. Oh man, but it seems to be interesting. You know, it seems to have a little bit different vibe than what 2K would be bringing as far as their career mode or whatever. It's called like U or something like that. I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I've seen a couple of videos about it. Graphics are they probably need to tweak them, but you know, we haven't seen an NBA live game pretty much. Well, a good one, I guess, since 10, maybe. I don't know. The last one I had was what? Oh, I had the last one I had was on Xbox 360, and it was 14, maybe. I don't know which one that was. It had Dwight Howard on it, and my disc messed up, so I didn't play it as much as what you call it. But yeah, that's the only way I can legitimize getting NBA Live and 2K because to have two systems. Now I actually might get Madden too. I don't know how Xbox broadcasts though, so I might do Madden videos too. That's the only way you're gonna get me to see me do different stuff on this channel, cause I'm not gonna see myself broadcasting Destiny. I just got Destiny. I don't know, a week and a half ago or something like that. I just can't see myself wandering around for hours broadcasting my indecisiveness on the game or dying and stuff like that. I just don't see myself doing that. It's with sports, it's more controlled. You know, you have a time. You're gonna have a certain time limit of how long you're gonna broadcast. With a shooting game or adventure type of game, you're gonna be you sit there longer on hours trying to figure out what you're gonna do, how you gonna get it done. Die a couple of times depending on how successful of a player you are. Or sometimes I just go rogue sometimes I just like whatever. I'm not winning this thing right now. I'm not figuring out what's going on, so sometimes I just go rogue, just melee people. And of course you're gonna die doing that stupid crap, but sometimes you come out victorious. Especially if you played it for the first time, you don't know what you're doing. But yeah, I'm like I have to do something like that, like 2K, Live, Madden, FIFA. It's not that I don't play other games, like, because I love shooting games and stuff like that, but I don't think I'll be broadcasting all of those games. I think it's more sports because I know I can just do that an hour. Oh, come on. What's the purpose of having hotspots if I can't make the shot mid range a little bit better? But anyways, yeah, I probably would just do sports types of games. Just because I know I can like do it an hour. Like usually most of my videos are streamed for an hour at least. Even if I do another one, I know I can just do that, cut it off, turn it back on, and do another one type of thing. Trey ball. Oh, and the numbers on here are inflated, horrible, man. That's why you should. That's why people get on you so much about playing Hall of that they want to see you play Hall of Fame because man, Y'all think I be y'all think my numbers be bad playing superstar and stuff like that? And when I was playing all star, if I play rookie or pro, like I was doing just a badge grind, I'm averaging like 110 off the rip. And that's not even passing the ball. There's another difficult shot. So I think I got like 182 because I actually counted mine. Honestly, it should be more than that to be real with you because it's because I've been playing over the course of 4 seasons, so I've had some difficult shots. But like I said, you don't have no status bar, so I don't know if I'm closer to 400 or I'm just like, or maybe I didn't get that many difficult shots as I thought I did over the course of over these 4 seasons. Because it could be, but I got right now I'm like 282 as far as the grind I went on. Those are the only ones I counted too. I didn't count my ankle breakers. It just popped up. So the only one I was focused on was stickable shots. I was gonna try to knock them out one at a time. Well, technically not one at a time if I'm doing crossovers and shooting mid range. So I was technically going for all three at one time as far as how I was utilizing my player, but technically I wasn't only when I was counting was difficult shots. Nice shot, Miricic. I don't know what we my Bulls gonna do though in real life. That would be the team to go to though on 2K18. Only thing is they got 6 point guards, so I tend to play point guard a lot. But in the previous years, Bulls has not been a good team to go to as far as they just got players at every position. So it's like Bulls, who else? Bulls, Warriors, teams like that. I mean, even though Bulls barely making the playoffs type of team, so from the perspective of winning as a as a superstar, as a incoming superstar in my career, actually it is a good destination to go because you can catapult them into a better position as a team. But I'm saying from position to position, it was not a great place to go. Like 76ers is a good place to go. Boston's getting kind of loaded, even though it would still be a good place to go. Pacers is going to be a good place to go, especially if they get rid of Paul George. Oh, I didn't have no assists either for the last couple games. Actually, during the season, I just kind of kept passing the ball on purpose, but I was really focused on difficult shots. So some games I didn't pass them at all. It did help me get Defensive Player of the Year, which I probably wasn't going to get. Um, I just wasn't going to get Defensive Player. I probably would have got first team or second team this time around because my steals just when you get up to Superstar and Hall of Fame, the way they build it on 2K, you can't you gonna foul more than you can steal, especially if your skill set's not that high in that part. Like I'm all capped out on playmaking and defense, so pretty much the passing ability you're gonna get and the shooting ability you're gonna get is where it's pretty much where it's gonna be at. So I'm gonna be more of a turnover liability in this case, and honestly, 2K should do something where you don't. It doesn't necessarily. You should be able to improve on certain things just based on your style of play, based on your archetype and your style of play. Because just because you're a shot creator, like somebody like me, obviously I want to shoot the mid range. Like, what's the point of having the mid range dead eye if I can't shoot the mid range consistently enough? See that? What's that about? Yeah, my shot meter might have been a little bit off on that one, but I'm just saying, like, one reason. It's literally at 78. 78 is not consistent enough for you to be a mid-range Deadeye. Trust me. I played 2K too many times now. It's not enough. So I mean, then my 3 point is like at 69, so it's obsolete. Even at rookie, it was hit and miss. Now don't get me wrong, it's far more easier to shoot the three at rookie, but I'm just saying it wasn't like I was. I mean, honestly, I was just working on my mid range anyways, but it wasn't like I was just coming down. I ain't break no records shooting threes. I'm not on the leaderboard on that. I'm leaderboard on. Well, obviously, I was already on the leaderboard for points and stuff like that. That boosted me up on the point. I was already outrageously boosted up just because I averaged 60 points a game. So I was already climbing up the points ladder, but it gave me extra boost because I'm averaging 100 points a game. So I'm I'm in 19,000 points. This before you know it, this season I'll probably this fifth season I'll be what I'm trying to say. I'll definitely be top 50. I'm already 62. And the beauty of this is like most of the people that you're gonna pass, they ain't getting points. They retired. That's the beauty of that situation. I mean, there's a few of them up there. You know, of course you got LeBron that's up there, so you're not gonna. Don't get me wrong. I might pass him because still might go for that badge running. After I finish the playoffs, I might go for the difficult shot and the grand badge, but it kind of is no point because in September, 18's coming out and it's gonna be time to retire this guy and shut it down. Get off me. You won't play that. Do you think you can beat me? No. It's an inside joke. I don't care about the leaderboard right now. I'm I I'm just thinking of a name for 2K18 now, because I'm gonna do a different name. Most of the time I do my own name, but I went broadcasting in the last years. This is my first year broadcasting stuff. So most of the time I would use my own name. You could actually legitimately tell what my name is if you watch the first couple of episodes anyways. Like the first, I don't know. It might be the first 20 episodes. And then I decided just to change his name. But yeah, I mean now at this point you can legit use your face scan yourself, so there's no point in me having my actual name on there. When I like before the name mattered because you were making up a face, based on I mean you tried to make it you, but obviously it didn't look like you in the past, on NBA Live or 2K or whatever you would make a creative player on your thing. Because that's my thing. The reason why I like my career so much, I was doing that before they even put out on my career. I always had a creative player. The difference is his rookie year he was already 99 overall everything, and I would just put him on different teams. Like I would put on different rosters, and I would fantasy draft. I like to do that a lot too. That's why my team is. I don't play my team a lot, but my team is kind of fun because it's the type of game that yeah, give me that. It's the type of game where you can kind of pick up different kind of players and utilize them. Try to build a team. And that's what fantasy draft for me would be like. Make your 99 over player on NBA Live 2K before the career mode thing started. whatever you. I used to sometimes be 6'11" power forward because I'm like, because I like KG a lot. Bigger Jordan fan, but I like KG a lot. So I always felt like, even though I'm short, that's the kind of player I would want it to be. Was more of like KG, but a little could come out a little bit farther. So a little more like I guess Dirk, but still can boom you in the paint. But yeah, man.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, I used to do that. Of course, you have to move some things around. Anytime you do it on 2K or live, you have to make sure the team that you want to go on, Bulls, Magic, whatever your team, because I would pick different teams, put them at the number one pick, get your creative player, and then go from there. It's always fun because you always. I mean, sometimes you always gonna if it's LeBron there or Durant there. Well, in previous years, those guys weren't necessarily on there, but LeBron's been there for a long time. But Iverson, just different players like that over the years. It's fun because you can see, obviously you're the first pick, but 30 picks go by, and you might find this player because of their rating. You might find Tracy McGrady still on the list. You're like, oh, okay, cool, I can work with that. You know, then always you could always turn on force trade and change the team more to your liking, anyways. So I mean, and shoot, now these days you can turn off the cap. I tend to do that if I play my league. Ain't no point of turning on the cap. I mean, leaving the cap on Madden or on 2K, because especially if you're a diehard fan, you always play with Madden. I always play with the Eagles. I'm an Eagles fan. I always play with the Eagles. So there's gonna be people I want to keep. Obviously, I'm gonna want to keep Fletcher Cox. Like, dang, doesn't even make any sense. Like certain people, it's like obviously I'm gonna want to keep Brandon Graham. Like, are you kidding me? If Darren Sproles doesn't retire, obviously I'm gonna keep Darren Sproles. So that's the whole purpose of turning off the salary cap in that type of situation. Now basketball is a little bit different because basketball, most of us, even if you don't have a team, most of us like players on different teams. So obviously you're gonna be like, depending on who your team is, obviously you don't mind bringing over a KD, a DeRozan, or somebody like that, just to bulk up your team if you can, because the contract still got to line up when you trade in, and you still have to be as a GM, you still have to be able to persuade them to come to your team. So you're gonna have to. The other reason to turn off the salary cap, you have to be able to overpay them. Give me that. Come on, let's go. Oh, I need to rebound a little bit more. Come on, Festus. You gotta make that shot, bro. There you go. They free. It's gonna take a long time for my playoff numbers to go down. Even with 40 shooting 44% right now for the field, that's probably like 70 something. because I play like 4 games of the playoffs. So we play the Pacers. It doesn't matter. Like the Pacers are gonna get robbed anyways, regardless. It's like right now, Toronto ain't gonna really do that much. Like there's gonna be a game like especially when we go to Toronto, they gonna put more pressure on my player. But I'm getting to the rack easy in Chicago right now. I just don't want to play the Warriors. I just want. I mean, and don't get me wrong. Like if you look at my championships, the first year I played the Cavs, I was at Sacramento. The second year I played OKC. The third year I played OKC. So more than likely it's gonna be Warriors or OKC. I don't think the Spurs. I can't remember who the Spurs are playing in the playoffs right now, but I don't think the Spurs are gonna get past them. I just don't. I just don't care for the Warriors. They're already winning in real life. Why do I need to play them? And I beat them. I beat them in the. I beat them twice this year anyway, so it ain't that big of a deal to play them in the playoffs. And the player like me, I draw too many fouls anyway, so I'm gonna take Curry out. I'm gonna take Clay out. It don't matter. That's what I did to Westbrook. That's why we destroyed them. And the second time around they won 1 game, but the first time around they got destroyed. All you got is Westbrook. It don't even make sense for them to go to the playoffs. That's 2K for you though. Because honestly I should have played Cavs. That was legit the first year. The second year I should have played the Warriors. Third year probably should have played the Warriors. Don't mean they was gonna win, but we might play them this year, and that would be a good little thing on my resume. Because then it would be like, well, you beat the Warriors too. You beat the Cavs and the Warriors. Even though I beat the Warriors in the conference finals my rookie year. Oh wow, I was about to pump fake that jump too. Let's go. There we go. I think I'm gonna broadcast another one. I was supposed to be doing this all week, but I decided to go on the badge grind, so well, Hall of Fame one, but there's still some badges that I don't know why 2K didn't let me have. Like I don't have the fast break starter or whatever. I guess because I always hold the ball so much, so I don't really pass it up like that. I don't have them, but you would think I've done it enough to get a bronze. Um, I don't know. The one I really don't understand, I don't have is acrobat. But then again, I may not do the flashiest layups, or I definitely do flashy dunks. Cause oh come on, I knew that crap was gonna happen. Come on, let's go. Trying to play me on the dribbling. Stop doing the behind the back thing. What the heck? Half the time they don't even do that crap. Oh, I'm about to say Azuli. I'm about to say because he had a tendency to miss shots like that. I'd be like, come on, bro. Gift wrapping you assist. I mean, a shot. Portis. There you go. Pays to hold the ball sometimes. That's what I would say. That would be what I take from Rondo. I hold the ball too long because Rondo holds the ball like that, but he gets great passes off of doing that. Sometimes he gets terrible turnovers doing that too, though. So you gotta know when to not hold the ball so long too, though. That's one attribute I would say I got from Rondo. as far as a point guard, because I feel like my players meshed with a lot of just even in my mind. If I had to, dang Wade, old man Wade. Oh, Wade's retiring too on the game. Obviously, we know he. Obviously, if well, you should know if you're a basketball fan that he picked up that 24 million player option. But yeah, I always look at my player stats and stuff like that. Like I always be looking at different stuff, their social media and stuff like that. And I just happened to go on Dwayne Wade's social media and it said, "Oh, I'm retiring." That was like I don't know, May, no April probably. Oh come on, about to say, come on, you couldn't squeeze that one in. I shouldn't even passed it in. But yeah, that mug said he retiring. I said, dang, let's go ahead and get this last championship from D Wade. He tied with Jordan, even though he won't be better than Jordan, but he got six, and three of them came from Chicago. So put his jersey up in the rafters. That's what 2K should do. Rafters. They do the MVP ceremony, and I know a lot of y'all probably like, no, I don't want to watch that crap. All right, make it skippable, 2K. That's all. I'll watch it the first time around though. I don't have to watch it every time, but it is an accomplishment. If you win a championship, you should see your the banner go in the rafters. And when you retire, obviously you should see it too. Nah, I don't. I ain't seen the retirement ceremony for this one. I didn't look at it for YouTube. But yeah, I'm like, whatever. How many times have I gone to the line? It seems like I ain't gone that many. 8 times, 7 out of 8. But yeah, they should show stuff like that. Come on, get off me. Wow. 'Nice. Nice shot, Lowry. I think his contract is coming out in real life, but also in this game. Because they were speculating him coming to 76ers in real life, but that's what they should do too, man. I should see speculation about on my career. You should see speculation about this person going this way. Their agent says they're going this way, and like you got already got the social media outlet thing. So just make it on there. Like I mean, they got rumors on the little tickler, but it don't be like you can't look it up and it be in depth on your phone to go, oh snap. People think, especially if it's talking about your actual player, it'd be like, oh, people think I'm going to the Lakers this year. Like, yo, this is crazy. Magic. I don't know how you airball that, but whatever. That's a joke, 2K. Cause that close to the green, and I airball it in a mid range shot. Stop it. Oh come on. But yeah, I'm like they. What was I trying to talk about? They needed. Can't remember. Another difficult shot. What did I put? Be at 8, 2-8 something, 2-8-4, 2-8-3, something like that. 7 turnovers. Jesus Christ.
Saw what the defense was willing to give up, and they seized that opportunity. Here's Insanity. Count that one in.
This is what coach likes to see from him. He's been extremely aggressive here with his eyes on the
How
bag.
many points I got?
Also got 4 of the 6 shots to fall so far tonight.
47.
And that was efficiency numbers.
43.
No time at all on that one.
Looking at the
It's an
looking at
offensive
assist at the same time.
ball in that ideal spot. And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skill to pull that off.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to score that many to win. That's the thing about it. I just do that crap on purpose. Partially because I'm a point guard and I am kind of ballish, I guess you could say. I did get 7 assists though. To me, anytime you get over 6 assists, how am I D minus I mean D plus all of a sudden? Because I turn over the ball a little bit and stuff like that. But that's another thing. Their grading system just go down out of nowhere for no reason. That's stupid. That definitely ain't no D plus, especially at the end of the game when I done dropped 40 something points. It's whack. It wasn't even nowhere. It wasn't even near that. That's the sad part. So it shoots down to D plus that quickly. Get off me, man. What are you doing? You don't even have the ball ain't. You know the ball ain't coming near you. Come on. You know the ball ain't coming near you, but you standing in the paint. Come on, man.
Three-pointer, Lowry. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
I don't know what's happened to him in this second half, but he's been terrible from deep.
DeRozan brings the double team.
That's bull. That should have been a pass. I caught that before he even started trying to grab at me. But 2K will make you do that crap, man.
And so here is Chicago. Young. Here's Butler.
Butler.
Horn. And that one comes up a bit.
That's why I kept calling for the ball.
Just 1 point to go down for them here in the fourth. Now here is Purdy. Defense right on him. Outside Purdy.
Ah, man.
Lowry can't get that one to fall. The Bulls leading by
Dang, man. All on me.
Insanity. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Here's Insanity. While recovering. 5 on the clock. Fades.
And they're trying to stretch that lead out with the three-point shot, but their percentage hasn't been what they'd like it to be here in the second half.
I just took the shot because I didn't have no time to do what I needed to do, what I wanted to do. Now Kyle Lowry all of a sudden playing this so-called good defense on me. Get off me, nigga. Get at me, nigga.
Both free throws good from Insanity.
Y'all niggas want the real.
Got more than 58% of their attempts to go with them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Lowry for 3.
Y'all niggas want to be killers. Get at me, dawg.
He wanted to start strong, yet the opposite happened.
The feed to Young.
Wow, Young.
It's stolen by DeRozan.
You could have just went to the basket and laid it up.
He dishes
You gonna go out of your way to go away from the basket
Lowry.
while going in the paint
Hits them.
and get the ball stolen from you.
Lowry's got 8 points in the quarter.
Lowry gets more and more comfortable launching threes the longer he's in the league.
Here's Insanity.
Wow.
And a
Whatever.
shot for him, but
It's all good.
Boy, has he put his foot.
It dropped in, so it's all good.
He's doing a terrific job.
51 points.
Of leading their offense.
DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas.
And apparently 2K don't know what a mid-range shot is. They probably counted some that didn't even show up. Because mid-range is pretty much anything in between the three-point line and the paint. And some of those mid-range shots are actually in the paint. So it's pretty much anything that's not close to the basket, basically. And that badge doesn't come up as frequently as it should. But defensive stopper comes up every time you just stand in front of them and put your defensive stance up. That's what I'm saying. They should upgrade badges too. Like there should be a status bar for each badge, and you shouldn't have all bronze and just Hall of Fames. That makes no sense. That means that you're like average at everything else, but you have like five or six things where you're just like crazy elite at. No, that's not how it is in real life. Especially if you're a superstar. If anything, you look at LeBron's badges right now. He got some golds and some silvers, because that's what an elite superstar will have. Mostly golds and silvers. You might have a few bronzes and stuff like that. Then you got some Hall of Fames, of course. Then the grand badge, of course, which I don't have. 51 points. Let's go. Move. Get off me. Wow, that was nice. At least I didn't go out of bounds. That mother was just pushing, I don't know what out of me. Cut to the basket, man. Tireless scorer. I knew I was going to get that one. I'd stay on the turbo button. See, my posterizers probably should be silver, gold. They had a status bar for every one of them. Because I dunk a lot. My one man fast break definitely should be gold. Because I pushed the tempo. MVP. Yeah. MVP. The one thing I know that's going to probably stay the same is because I just like playing point guard at a 6'7" and stuff like that. That's probably not going to change. Sorry, guys. I'm not going to do a different position. But if I get live, then maybe I'll do a point forward, something like that on live and broadcast that once I figure out how Xbox does the system. Come on. Crap. DeRozan, what you gonna do? Apparently make them both. Man, I was messing around with my league GM, whatever. They had a rule. That's what I like about that crap. They got rules that be coming up at the end of the off season or beginning of the off season, depending on how you start your GM league or whatever. They had a rule where you go into bonus after 3 fouls, and it was rejected. I pressed on the thing and said approve, just to see if it would approve. I'm like, man, that'd be ridiculous. That you talking about taking advantage? That especially if it was on my career. That rule came on my career. Oh, I would take advantage of that. Uh, I get to the line. I already get to the line a ridiculous amount of time. Oh, come on. That was my foul. I mean, not foul. It's my block. But yeah, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. Every time, boy, I hate that move. I gotta stop moving my stick that way, though. What are you fouling for? I guess because you know I'm on score. Computer like, But you pretty much just gave me 2 free points. If I could just get 100% on free throws throughout the season. I mean, it's hard to do that, especially when 2K doesn't tell you valuable stuff like that you have to work on your free throws in team practices. If we didn't have all this YouTube community, I mean, don't get me wrong, back in the day when we was playing video games, we found out things word of mouth, stuff like that. Because when we was playing Pokemon and Live and all that stuff, it's like, yo, if you do this, da 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 da, I'd be like, yo, alright, I got you, fam. So, I mean, you would still somehow, some way find it, but not as easy as just pulling up your phone and just going, oh, this is how I get through this on Uncharted, or this is how this is what I need to do on Destiny, or this is the place I need to go to. I need to go to team practice on 2K to get my free throws up, or my offense's consistency up, which really doesn't help you if your shot's not that good. Wow, 57 points.
Thank you, Kevin. Ignite. Offensive. How are we able to keep that scoring going?
They need to have interviews by Doris Burke too and stuff like that, because we got to do stuff that actually. I mean, they just did David Aldridge apparently, so it's not that big of a deal. But at the same time, they need to do it where they need to do it where you just have different interviews by different people and stuff like that. I wouldn't even mind multiple. I mean, you can skip this stuff too, though. So it's like I wouldn't mind multiple interviews, just because it's all about you. It's my career. Why not? Because that's what happens. So they get interviewed by more than one person. I wouldn't even mind seeing the locker room interview, just based off that they actually out. I definitely would like to see the press conference come back, and not just one question either. Like I said, make it an option on your settings where you don't have to. That's what 2K can do. Make it an option in your settings where you don't have to go through the press conference and answer questions, but like that. That way it's automatically skippable or whatever. But I wouldn't mind just sitting there answering about 3 or 4 questions about about the game, especially if I'm dominating. I mean, don't get me wrong. I've lost games. You know what I'm saying? I got games on my YouTube channel where I lost. Shoot, the last two I broadcast, I didn't even have my mic on. I hope I have it on this time. Yeah, I do.